Okay, here we go with some help for homework sheet number 7. First question, solve that equation. Well, the problem is that we've got a fraction here, so we need to remove the fraction. Best way to remove the fraction in an equation is to multiply this side by 3 and to multiply this side by 3. So these 3's will cancel, so the left hand side is 2x add 3. The right hand side 3 times x and 3 times 1. Now you should be able to go from there. Question, remove the brackets. So we can do that, we can use our various methods to work out what your answer is. So you'll get so many x squareds, so many x's and a number at the end. Do the same thing with the second bracket. We'll get another load of x squareds, x's and numbers. And this question's a great big takeaway. So you do that like a great big takeaway sum, and you can work out how many x squareds, how many x's, and how many numbers you've got. Please, please, please be careful with the signs. 3. Mr. West took some golf lenses. He's added 120%. So 100 add 20 is 120%. So we're going to be working with 1.2. Now we want to know how far you could hit the golf ball before. So that means that this is a reverse percentage question. Okay, we know how to do a reverse percentage question. You don't do a normal times sum, you do a divide sum. I'll let you finish that off yourself. Question 4. Now you need to simplify each of these surds. Okay, I'm not going to do the first one. I'm not going to do the second one. I'll do the last one for you. So root 80 is root 16 times root 5. Okay, because 16 times 5 is 80. Now root 16 is 4, so that means it simplifies down to 4 root 5. You do the same with the middle one, you do the same with the first one, and you should be able to simplify all that. Question 5, the sphere of gold. So the first thing it says, find the weight of the sphere. Okay, if 1 cubic centimetre weighs 19.32 grams, so we need to work out what the volume of the sphere is. We need to work out how many cubic centimetres the sphere is to start with. So that's 4 over 3 times pi times, now from the question we know that the sphere has a diameter of 10, so we know what number we're putting in here to cube, and we're working all that out. Now once we've got that worked out for the volume, we know that 1 cubic centimetre is equal to 19.32 grams. So whatever answer you've got here in cubic centimetres, just turn that into grams, and that'll tell you the weight of the sphere. The question, we know that 1 gram is worth £46.88. So the number of grams you've got in the last question, you can turn that now into cash. And once you know your value of the cash, you can answer the question, is £500,000 enough? So don't forget to answer the question. Question 6, find the roots. Well, we know how to find the roots. We find the roots by putting your quadratic equal to 0 and by factorising. Okay, once we've got those roots, we can put them on our diagram. That's then going to tell you what the symmetry line is. That's then going to tell you what the turning point is. We can draw our diagram and work out the y-axis there. Okay, we've been doing those in class, guys, so I shouldn't have to help you much more than that. Question 7, 9 cucumbers in the vegetable show. So write them from small to big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So write them down in that order. Once you've got them in that order, it's quite easy then to pick out which one is up here for Q1, and it's quite easy to pick out which one's here for Q3. Why do we need those numbers? Because we've got a formula that says the SIQR is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Great. Solve the equation. Well, we know how to solve this equation. We're going to have to use the formula x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared take away 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so what's a, what's b and what's c? But hang on a minute, we have a problem. Our formula is not in the correct form. Okay, because the correct form is when it equals 0. So the first thing we need to do with this question is we need to get that 4x over to that side, and we need to get that 5 over to that side. So when you move all them over, you're going to have 3x squareds, move the 4x over, move the 5 over. That's going to tell you what your a, b and c are worth. Put all that into the formula and you can work out your answer. Now remember, some of us are not very good at this. I want to see the unrounded answer first of all. Right, you must show the unrounded answer. Okay guys, that hopefully should be a nice wee homework sheet for us to start back after the holidays.